Hi everyone, Toby Hartnoll-White here, and today we're going to talk about the big profit system. And I am joined by a very good friend, and it's someone who have worked on a previous, couple of projects. Wasn't probably a couple of years ago now, and we've recently joined back forces after I was receiving several emails from him saying that he'd made over $10,000 one day. It was $7,000 the next. It was $13,000. The day after that. So I've brought him on to have a bit of a chat about the big profit system, and please welcome Alby Koster down there in Coffs Harbour in New South Wales.
G'day there, Tubbs. Good to see you, mate. I don't think I had a $17,000 day, but I've had a few pretty close. But great to, as I said in the Blue Brothers, be putting the band back together and to be working with you again, because we've had a lot of fun over the last, I think, 6 or 7 years since we've known each other. We had a couple of years out, we did different things, but mate, it's so good to be working with you and Damo again.
Yeah, no, thanks, mate. Likewise, it's very exciting times, and one of the reasons that Damon and myself got back, Damon's my business partner, for those that don't know, back into the home biz space is because we've finally found a program or a business opportunity that's doable for everyone. It's proven, and it really eliminates a lot of the fears associated with traditional sort of network marketing and team building, because we've found a business that pretty much is just sort of has an in-house sort of professional sales team that does all the heavy lifting for us, which is something fantastic. Now, Alby, I just wanted to touch on your situation. You've probably been involved about a couple of months now, and you were going through a stage in your life where you're having your car repossessed. I'll let you touch on this, but you've picked up the ball and run with it, and you've made over $100,000. You'll be able to tell the exact figure, $100,000 within 30 days with the big profit system. So can you just sort of touch on your circumstances and how you did that?
Yeah, it's an interesting story. Life's full of challenges, the peaks and the troughs. We've been through a few too, Tubbs. So, I've had a fantastic run for about 6 years online, making multiple six-figure incomes for all that time, and then you kind of get lulled into this sense of security, I guess. You get very comfortable, and you certainly get used to living a certain level of lifestyle, which we did for a very long time. And then about a year ago, I got involved in a business, hoping to build it up to look. I've always had this goal of building $100,000 a month business. I'd already hit that goal a couple of months, but not consistently. We had plenty of $70,000, $80,000 months over those years, but so about a year ago, I got stuck into another project, and I just really never got any traction. It was kind of, if you're off to the races, it was like I was riding a donkey when I should have been riding a racehorse. It was really hard work, and it really sucked all my resources, like physically, emotionally, but most importantly, financially. I got to the end of last year, and I had poured everything I had into that. I had a few assets and things, but as far as my immediate cash goes, I ran out of money. Tubbs, I got to about 2 months ago, which was early January, and we live in this amazing property. We rent this property. It's probably worth just under a couple of $1 million, this place, and we've been renting here for a couple of years. We choose to rent because we like to be flexible. When we move, we love travelling, and we've always had a faultless rental record. I've got a really nice, I love fishing, so I've got a four-wheel drive, and I love to drive on the beach. And so between the house and the car, it's kind of our lifestyle. And but we got to January, and we got an eviction notice because we were behind on our rent. And in addition to that, a lovely gentleman turned up at our doorstep one day and with a tow truck and towed our car away because we'd actually had to borrow against the car to get some finances together to get us through a patch of time, and I saw it disappear into the sunset on the back of this tow truck. And the worst thing was, on that particular day when the towee turned up, I had all my family around here, all my extended family. They had no idea the struggles I was going through, and we're actually celebrating the birth of my great nephew. So we had all the family having a barbecue, and this towee turns up, and my car gets towed away. I just kind of lost it that day. It was like not only embarrassing, but I don't know, it just all kind of hit me. And then I said to Rachel, or she said to me, you can't, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result, right? So she sent me to work. She said, Alby, I believe in you, but I think if you start on the same program, we could end up, out in the camping ground somewhere. So I went to work looking for another project to sink my teeth into. And here's the thing, Tubbs, if you ever built like a big business before, it's like, when people win the lottery, most of the time within 6 months, they're back in the same or worse situation before, because most people think success is the money. It's not. Success is the journey. You learn the skills on how to do that. It's like riding a bike, you'll never forget it. So I know what a business should look like to get to that point. When I saw the big profit system, after going through quite a few businesses, I immediately identified that as a business that could take us to that six-figure a month income goal that we'd set ourselves. So, mate, as you know, as my dad always says, he goes, you've got to work like it's all up to you, pray like it's all up to God, work like it's all up to you. So then I just went to work like a man possessed and got stuck into the big profit system. I saw it as a really beautiful, duplicatable system because the learning curve got taken away from everyone. It related to the lowest common denominator as far as skill set went. One of the biggest challenges we have in this industry is trying to teach people what we do, and quite a lot of what we do. I mean, you're the same. You've been successful in this industry. There's this thing called, unconscious competence. It's just things that some people naturally do really, really well. And they're really hard to teach because they come so natural. You think everybody has that gift, and I've always loved marketing and always done pretty well at marketing, but I've always found it really hard to teach people to do what I do. And what I saw with Big Profit System was you didn't need to know anything that I knew or had, or was just something that was innate within me. They took all the learning curve away because they do all the selling. They've got an offline marketing program which works really well. So I got stuck into that. Now I obviously had a database which I've been building up over years, and a lot of friends like yourself, who we've teamed up over the years. So I just shared the good news with all of those guys, and also got stuck into the marketing system that Big Profit System brings to the table. And I actually had a goal. To make $110,000 in my first month, and there was some really personal reasons for that. I'm a pretty competitive guy, and somebody else had actually hit that goal in another business that I was involved in, and I just had a mental note to kind of beat that goal. Well, there's an old saying, always aim above the target because gravity will take its toll. I missed 110,000, but I did hit I can tell you the exact figure, $101,356.20 in my first 31 days in this business. So I was pretty annoyed at not hitting 110,000. Rachel was delighted at the results at the other end. So that just gives you a little bit of a snapshot. Obviously, I've got the car back sitting there. It's all polished up and, it's been paid. And the rent we paid, I think, 6 months in advance now with the rent. Mate, life's pretty good. And I just finished telling you that I've actually got to stop eating out because I've put on about 11 kilo. We've got to turn the volume down on the lifestyle a little bit so I can actually catch up with health.
No, congratulations on all your success in such a short time, mate. No, it's really amazing. And so you mentioned that you obviously had an our database from when you were back sort of building teams.
Yeah.
With the marketing, postcard marketing system that the Big Profit System has in house, how's that sort of side of the business gone for you? How many sort of sales have you received in the short time that you've been involved? Because I'm sure people will be watching this going, it's all right for you, Alby. It's all right for you, Toby. You've got big lists and things like this. But can I do this? Is it a genuine opportunity? So can you talk about how many sort of sales you received from the in-house done for you, the fully done for you system?
Yeah, for sure. And look, the most common question I get from people is, it's okay for you, like you just mentioned, it's okay for you, Alby, you've built up this big database over, I've been online for nearly 14 years now. And that's true. I know I've been preaching, building a list for years and years and years. That's actually our only asset that we really have online. But the reason I got into Big Profit System was because, as I mentioned, it does relate to the person with the lowest possible skill set, and that is the person who's new. In fact, this business, you can actually run without a computer. I did a sale the other day, and I will run through the numbers in a minute, but I have to tell you, I had somebody sign up, and I made a $6,000 commission of somebody who joined up through the postcard marketing system, which is the offline marketing system that Big Profit System brings to the table. And they did it all by telephone. They didn't even use their computer. They never spoke to me. They never opted into any list. It was 100% done offline, and that blew me away. And I thought to myself, that's it. This can relate to anybody, this business. So, yep. So the numbers are, look, I did about 100. I'll talk to you. I'm about 6 or 7 weeks into the business now. The real key to this business is consistency. There's an old saying that water cuts through rock, not because water's stronger than rock, it's because it's consistent over time. It just keeps flowing. And it's the same with this business. If you plug into their postcard offline marketing system and you do it consistently, and this is the training you get when you join up with Big Profit System, it will work, but you've got to be doing it consistently over a period of time. So for the last 6 weeks, every single week I've been buying these postcards, and there's normally a lag time between when they're sent out to when people read them. The great thing about the postcard system is they have a really long shelf life. A lot of people just stick them up on the fridge or put them on their kitchen bench, and then somehow their work circumstances change. They enter the looking zone, remember that postcard, and they go to it. So you've got to be looking over a time frame of between 6 weeks and 6 months for them to really sort of marinate in the system and mature. So my results are, just in the last 6 weeks, I've sent out, I think, about 6,000 postcards, and to date I've made just over $12,000 US in pure profit. That's $24,000 in sales, because as you know, we do a 50-50 split with the company. So it's $24,000 in sales, $12,000 has come to me. That is an exceptional return. And we do have numbers on conversions as well, but again, you can't send out 500, sit back and expect results. It just does, the numbers won't stack up. It's consistent effort over time. And if you're consistent with this postcard marketing that they bring to the table, it does work. Now, the guys who are behind the business have been doing this for years and years and years. So they know the numbers. I know the conversions. I know one of the coaches, him and I have known of each other for at least 8 years. It's one of the reasons I joined, and they're genuine good guys in the industry. So, hopefully those numbers help.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Like you say, a very good return on your investment. So 12,000 US. I don't know what that's for the Aussies out there. It's about 18 grand perhaps in just good. 7 or so weeks, which is pretty awesome. And what I like about it as well, like we've come on board, we've got the proven postcard marketing system, but also they're adding new proven and tested traffic generation methods, which go through exactly the same system. They go to your website with your reference number. It's all linked to you. They get prompted. If it's something they want to investigate further, they get prompted to schedule a call with what we call a success coach. The success coach is our professional sales team, if you like, and they do all the closing, all the closing in the sale, and then that commission is attributed to us. So it's very hands off. It's something what we love about it is that it does eliminate the biggest fears of selling, and you don't have to go through the learning curve of learning all the marketing. There's so much marketing out there, and people get usually blindsided. So I mean, everybody wants money, they want it fast, and they don't want to learn. So we thought it was like you say, the perfect opportunity for the lowest common denominator. Fair for those people who want to come at the base level and make $500,000 a week, but also fair for those people who really want to scale this. Like us, like yourself, who want to go and make 6 figures a month, plus with this. So Any final sort of comments you want to add there, Alby?
Oh, look, the other thing I didn't mention was I didn't actually have the money to start this business. I saw the potential, and obviously I'd run out of money because, you know, if I had the thousands of dollars that I wanted to really get, you know, to a good level in this business, I would have been paying the rent, right? So I had to actually go and borrow the money. I had to put my tail between my legs and actually borrowed the money off somebody who thought that it was still a 6 or 7 figure earner. And so it was with, you know, it was very humbling, that process. But I think a great thing about going through that process is also it's very relatable, and I have tried to be as transparent as I can through this whole process. So people, I mean, there's so many people out there preaching the dream and living the nightmare, thinking that people who have, you know, they've just their life is like this uninterrupted flow of pleasure, and you know, we're people just like them. We don't have, you know, any superpowers or anything like that. I think we've just been doing it longer than a lot of people, and consistently over time. And when you go through a tough patch, you know you do it. I must say, I nearly lost my confidence after that period, thinking, man, I've just lost my touch, you know. But my advice is just do whatever it takes to get involved. If you've got to, you know, I won't tell you what you need to do because everybody is in a different situation. Just do whatever you've got to do to get involved. Just don't stick your toe in the water. Jump in the deep end. I've got to tell you, the water is beautiful and warm. It's just glorious. It's like swimming up there in Cairns where you are, mate. The water's just just magical.
Spot on all year round.
Yeah, that's true.
No, awesome, mate. No, thank you very much. Some very wise words from a man who's, like we said, made over $100,000 in 30 days with the big profit system. Congratulations again on your results, mate. Just before we go, if by chance you're watching this video and you have received a postcard in the name of Good Ethics, please use the reference number that was on the postcard that was provided. If you're seeing this for the first time, more than welcome to go ahead, click the link, check out the business, kick the tyres, and we're here to support you in any way with your journey as well. So thanks again, Alby, for joining us, and you have a good day.
Pleasure, mate. Excellent to hook up again, and you know, see you later, guys. We'll see you on the other side, literally, in the next couple of days. Get stuck in.
All right. See ya.
See you, buddy. Bye bye.